Friends, our family trip to NASA Houston. See the construction of a reusable spacecraft. It is amazing, isn't it? See the real moonstone brought by Apollo mission in 1972 at the end of video. Don't miss it.
వాళ్ళు ఏమంటారంటే లెస్ దెన్ తీసేటప్పుడు అది వదిలేయాలి లేకపోతే త్వరగా అది పట్టుకోవాలి They have to be like How are we supposed to separate them? బాగా ఉన్నారు కదా బాగా
చల్లగా ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటా ఆయన పెట్టుకోవాల్సిందే మరి
What makes the Johnson Space Center special is that the elite men and women who go into space work live and train here. What makes us successful is the teaming of the astronauts and the people who support them. From the largest indoor underwater training facility in the world to the operation of the largest orbital science laboratory, the International Space Station, Johnson Space Center has always been on the leading edge of discovery and innovation. I was the last human ever to set foot on the moon, but not for long. Right here and now, the men and women of JSC are working on a new generation spacecraft for human spaceflight. With 91 hours in space,
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. There are 26 steps you're going to have to head up in order to see the wonders. If you have a physical or medical disability that will prevent you from doing so,
I'm recording already.
Camera.
Before we head up these steps, we're going to watch a quick 3-minute video. So if you could please turn your attention towards one of the two screens.
Since the 1960s, America's astronauts have studied and trained for their space flights right here at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston. That work starts in classrooms. Then the astronauts get hands-on training in this building, the Space Vehicle Modeling Facility. The facility is 8 stories tall, 2-foot long.
Together astronauts, scientists, and engineers. In addition to the activities you see here in the high bay area, our engineers are working hard behind the scenes to keep our space program current and up to date. In front of you actually see some pieces of the International Space Station. Storage modules, the SARJ or the solar array joint, and an airlock that allows our astronauts to exit the International Space Station and practice spacewalks. They're a partnership of 16 countries that provide the equipment for the International Space Station as well as the program. These include the ones in the United States, that's the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or you are now, Russia, Europe, Japan, and Canada. The ISS has been one of the most politically complex structures undertaken by so many countries. To your left, you'll see a large black area. This is the Tab F, or Precision Air Bearing Floor. This kind of like an air hockey table, provides a two-dimensional, weightless and frictionless environment for astronauts to practice spacewalks and moving heavy equipment in space. This floor is actually capable of lifting equipment that weighs up to 10 tons. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head down to our second stop, so please follow me.
Real astronauts will be training area.
ఇంకొకటి స్విమ్మింగ్ పూల్ 14 feet డెప్త్ మనకు కనబడుతుంటుంది. ఆ ట్రైనింగ్ ఫెసిలిటీ ఎంతమంది పంపించేవాళ్ళు మనల్ని, ఇప్పుడు పంపించట్లా.
ఇక్కడ అండర్ గ్రౌండ్ వాటర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎన్నో 1 మైల్ దాని కింద 0 గ్రావిటీ సిమ్యులేషన్ కూడా ఉంది ట్రైనింగ్. ఇది రియల్ టు ది స్పెసిఫికేషన్ టు ది ఎయిర్ పిన్.
ఇది ఛాలెంజర్ రీయూజబుల్ క్రాఫ్ట్ ఐటమ్. Reusable craft.
This is only training.
The real specification.
Every astronaut in the world should rocket this facility. If you come on weekday, this is busy place.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್
See across the carpet line on the side a one-white pole. This pole is the RMS remote manipulator system. This arm is manufactured in Canada, so is also known as the camera. While in space, this arm can easily lift objects weighing thousands of pounds. However, once brought back to Earth, it can't even lift its own weight. So to help train our astronauts to construct a stronger and larger model on the left that you will see
Columbia Discovery.
behind the FLT are the CCTs. These are the crew compartment trainers. These are actually the nose
area where the astronauts practice using the highly articulated robotic arms used to manipulate objects in space. It is equipped with a shoulder with a yaw, pitch, and roll, an elbow with a single degree of movement, and a wrist with a yaw, pitch, and roll as well.
Building 9 station robotic manipulator simulates how we do operations on board the International Space Station, and in order to do that on Earth with the gravity
explosion. We'll pause here for a moment to remember them. 3 days after the tragedy, President George W. Bush stood on these grounds and spoke these words.
To leave behind Earth and air and gravity is an ancient dream of humanity. For these 7, it was a dream fulfilled. Each of these astronauts had the daring and discipline required of their calling. Each of them knew that great endeavors are inseparable from great risks, and each of them accepted those risks willingly, even joyfully, in the cause of discovery. America's space program will go on. This cause of exploration and discovery is not an option we choose. It is a desire written in the human heart. We are that part of creation which seeks to understand all creation. We find the best among us, send them forth into unmapped dark.
మీకు తీస్తాను బాబు కదా నుంచోండి. Pounds. 1.5 million.
నువ్వు వస్తావా? ఎక్కుదాము.
ఇలా ఉంటుంది రియల్ ఫ్లైట్.
అన్నయ్య గారు ఏది చూడండి.
సంధ్య సంధ్య హలో సంధ్య కమింగ్
It produces a downward force.
అన్నిటిలో అంత బియ్యం ఇక్కడ కాదు లాంచింగ్ స్టేషన్ ఇక్కడ నుండి అసలు ఈ రాకెట్ వెళ్ళాలి అంటే రోడ్డు మొత్తం అసెంబ్లీ చేసి సెక్యూరిటీ 4-5 వెహికల్స్ వెళ్ళి హెవీ లోడెడ్ వెహికల్స్ వాళ్ళు వచ్చేసి పడిపోద్ది మనకి మార్స్ ఇంకో ప్లానెట్ మీదకి ఎలా వెళ్ళారని
వీడియో మ్యాన్
Du kommst nicht mit dem Safe in der Nähe. Du musst die 100% fit sein. Du kannst nicht 100% fit sein.
Is that not true?
This was how we returned from parachute. బాల్ వచ్చి మూన్ మీదకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత రాకెట్లో నుండి బాల్ ఒకటి వెళ్ళి ఆ వెహికల్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. అదొక మూవీలో చూపిస్తారు. అది అక్కడ బాగుంది. ఇంకా
This is the way they landed in the moon. Oh, movie.
ప్లానెట్ లాడో ఏలియన్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
ఎంత ఆశండి వెళ్ళి రావాలని.
Yeah, you pay money, we can make a trip to space and come back.
త్వరలో వీళ్ళు బిజినెస్ చేయడానికి అది కూడా చేస్తారు. స్పేస్ సెంటర్ 6 months టూర్ ల్యాండింగ్
ఇప్పుడు ల్యాండ్ చూసుకొని రావాలంటే
మూన్ మీద ల్యాండ్
మనోళ్ళు మూన్ మీద
Outgrowth of the earlier developments, the work community services organization and led contracts with American medical engineers, 1980. Yeah.
But I think the whole thing's a model except the top. But I think the whole thing's a model. But if this was steering up, it would be 100, I understand.
Hey Jill, come back here. All the way back, come on. No, this way.
ఎంత వెయిట్ ఇది 540
No, 54. Three weight.
It's not a real person.
లైక్ ఇలా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి రాక్ ఉంది